Every day we are left with the choice whether to do or not to do seems like a everyday question regarding, well, pretty much anything. It is easy to do the same thing over and over when we make these decisions from the comfort of our own home, living room, bed, office, home office, even vehicle. But what if those luxuries were taken away? What if, let's say, you knew where you were going to lay your head that night, but you didn't know where you were going to lay your head the next night? Let's say you just ate, but you didn't know where your family's next meal was going to come from. With all these distractions, would those questions be easy to answer? Every day, more and more people are losing their homes due to the economy, natural disaster, or just a string of bad luck. Nationally, greendoors.org says that on any given night, there are 643,067 people sleeping homeless. In Houston, the biggest city in Texas, in 2016, there were 3,626 people sleeping homeless. The town I live in, a year ago, in Victoria, not survey showed 98 people sleeping in cars, sheds, or even on the street. Another 114 were living in shelters. The CCDA, Christian Community Development Association, their philosophy: live among them, love them, start with what they know, build on what they have. But the best leaders, when their task is done, the people will remark, we have done it ourselves. It's an ancient Chinese proverb. Pretty much it explains itself. Let's not debilitate. Let's not feed them. Let's show them where they can eat. Let's show them where they can get their food. When they finally get their home or when they finally get it together, they can turn around and say, we have done it ourselves. Perpetual Help Home is a perpetual women's shelter who give women a safe place to stay while they work to get their feet underneath them. Sister Perpetual started Perpetual Help Home. She started it with the idea to help women who are being released from prison or jail, give them a safe place to live. With other co-founders, it has grown into what it is today. Perpetual Help Home started off as a 3-bedroom home and is now a 2-story home on one side and a singles home on another. I stayed in the 2-story home, one room with me and my 2 children for 8 months. Center for Peace, a nonprofit community development organization that takes Perpetual Help Home residents and women off the street to teach them employable skills. These women who either got out of jail, got out of prison, were former addicts, were battered women running from their husband, boyfriend, in danger. They now run Center for Peace. Not only do they run Center for Peace, they run community development classes, ministries, and they do their part back on the streets that maybe one of them have walked one day. And they share the love and the relationship that they have for God. They give hope. Stella Calzada, close personal friend and now the director of Center for Peace. Stella wasn't always the director. Stella was a resident just like me. It took her multiple times of in and out of Perpetual to finally get that she didn't want to live that life anymore. She took all the Center for Peace classes, which is Opportunity Knocks. It is a basic course that all residents of Perpetual have to take. Shows them interview skills, shows them hard skills and soft skills, shows them what to do, what not to do, how to dress, how to write, how to sound professional. After that, you have the acceleration class, where you learn basic office skills. After acceleration, you become an intern, which is a stipend pay intern. You earn so much money that month, you are over the acceleration students and over the Opportunity Knocks students. Then they offer you, while you're an intern, small business track, the ability to open up your business, the ins and outs of being an entrepreneur. At the end of that, you are able to take your idea and what you've learned and present it to a board for a small interest percentage loan to start your business. Stella Calzada was the first intern to finish the small business track, and she now runs her own company as well as the director of Center for Peace. My own testimony is the day I got out of jail, I didn't even go home because I was evicted. I had 2 children, and I Stayed the first weekend with my friend just for 3 days later to pack up and move out. Stayed with another friend, stayed a little bit longer there, but it still wasn't mine. It wasn't my home. I got tired of getting somewhere, packing up, moving out, getting somewhere, packing up, moving out. 2 weeks later, actually 18 days to the fact, my son's 5th birthday, I walked in the doors of Perpetual Help Home, and it changed my life forever. I learned not to blame anybody else for the mistakes that I made. They were my mistakes, and I made them, and I was the one that had to make them right. But with my relationship with God, I realized He was the one to make it right because He sent His Son to die on the cross. Now that I've surrendered my life to God, I wouldn't be accomplishing the things that I have today. I wouldn't have gotten this close with God if it hadn't have been for Perpetual Help Home. We can each do our small part to help the homeless. One small ripple in the world can make a wave of a difference. We could take community development classes. If you don't know where to find them, look at CCDA, Christian Community Development Association. Clean out your closets, your kitchen cabinets, your kids' toy boxes, dressers. Donate those items to local shelters. Because, like at Perpetual, sometimes these women do Habitat for Humanity. They buy their own home. They move in it. They build it. They move in it. They don't have things. The small things, a cup of coffee to look at, to drink every morning before you get your kids up for school. Carry packs of water, Gatorade, bus passes, crackers, and business cards with resource information on where to go. Who will help you? Convince local business owners, churches, and nonprofits to employ homeless, poverty-stricken, pretty much anybody who has lived homeless, been homeless, or made a bad decision. I'm not saying go and hire a thief off the street. I'm saying to employ those who need to be employed. There is a difference between helping the homeless and harming the homeless, but we must educate ourselves first on how to help without debilitating the homeless. Let's start by making small changes in the way we live, because small gestures of kindness will make remarkable changes for a family in need. Personally, I know this from experience.